Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
Okay. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Shami, Shai.
That's right.
Double honors unto the elders at Great Millstone, man, and rule well.
That's right.
And honors to you brothers out there on the highways and the byways teaching this word, man.
That's right.
In sincerity and in truth. Okay. We're just gonna get straight up into the scriptures, man. Okay. We get on these false prophets, man. Like Satan, man. Okay. Because it's obvious that the Jesuits have infiltrated the well, they ain't infiltrated the truth, but they've infiltrated among those who call themselves Israelites, and they have achieved their goal of what? Turning many onto Satan, man. Okay. When you look into the records of the Jesuits, man, the Jesuits are masters at what's the word? Infiltration, man. Yeah, that's the word. Infiltration, man. Okay. They basically taught MI6, taught CIA, man. They're the original secret service, man. Secret agency. Alright? And then they brag about how, because we all know the Protestants broke away from the Catholic Church. You know? All these Baptists, Methodists, all that, these churches, at one point, they didn't exist. At one point, it was the Greek, where you had the Greek Orthodox Church, then you had the Catholic Church, yeah, which was the major church. But then you had a situation where, because of differences in belief, the people didn't really no longer want to be ruled up by the papacy. They broke off. Now, certain of the teachings they kept, i.e., the virgin birth and universal salvation. Salvation is open to everyone, okay, regardless of your seed. Okay, so they kept certain things the same, but certain things are different. They don't follow or keep certain what's the word? Dogmas. Certain dogmas like Holy Mass. They might not follow Holy Mass, or they might not adhere to the different saints that the Catholic Church has venerated. Okay. So then what happened was the Jesuit priests, they developed a plan that they were going to infiltrate these different Protestant churches, right? Get up in there.
Usurp, basically.
And usurp, and then slowly bring the churches back into one by changing the doctrine slowly. Now, you can see this happen with Comfy. The Jesuits, they got to Comfy. That's why Comfy took out the name of the Most High, put up a picture of Caesar Borgia, started teaching the virgin birth and all that. Because the Jesuits got to him, they infiltrated, and what they do is they start changing the doctrine to more further suit the Catholic doctrine or the Babylonian doctrine. Yeah. And that's all they've done with Satan, man. That's why he won't teach the name. That's why he's got the 501c3.
Right.
Okay. Which, by dealing with the 501c3, basically you're putting yourself under the control of the government.
You made a covenant with Satan, yeah.
You made a covenant with Satan willingly. And then when you make that covenant with Satan, it ain't no one-way thing. Like the elders are broken down. It's a thing where they give, but they also take. Now, what do they take away? They take away your freedom of speech. You're not allowed to teach certain things. You're not allowed to teach against certain things. Namely, anything that this society has made legal, you're not allowed to speak against it. Case in point, homosexuality and gay marriage. How many churches do you see talking against that? They don't, because they got that 501c3. And they're not allowed to talk against that. Because it's a statute of the government. They're not allowed to talk against abortions, which is why I think there was only a few pastors in America, black pastors. I think it was about 3 or 4 or 5 of them that actually actively campaign against abortion. Yeah? But the rest of them are all silenced. Why? Because they don't want to lose that 501c3. Now, this is for you followers of Nate, what you don't understand. When they got that 501c3, that church basically becomes an arm of the state. You talking about how you're a body of Christ and all that. You ain't the body of Christ. You are now part of the body of the United States government, or you're part of the body of the British government. Okay? You're now incorporated. Which is why they have to give up all the information on their employees. Right? So if you're part of Nate's organization, that's why Nate is going to have a register. Don't tell me he don't, because I know he does. He's going to have a register of his members. Every church has a register of their members, their names and their addresses. Now, Esau's got something called what? Clergy response teams, which goes hand in hand with the 501c3 charter, man. Now, under that charter, well, we're going to read it. We're going to read about the clergy response teams. And where is it they enacted that the other day? Florida. In Florida, they enacted the 501c3 clergy response teams, man. They enacted that in Florida to try and quell some of them riots, man. So this ain't something that don't exist. Go on, bro. Bring out the information on that.
Okay, this is from what I assume is KSLA.com. It says here, Homeland Security enlists clergy to quell public unrest.
Enlist? That's like the army, man.
That's right. To quell public unrest if martial law ever declared. Okay, and the article goes on to read, could martial law ever become a reality in America? Some fear any nuclear, biological or chemical attack on US soil might trigger just that. KSLA News 12 has discovered that the clergy would help the government with potentially their biggest problem. Us.
Yeah, the Israelites. Yeah? That's why they have something called Rex 84. Right? That's why they got something called Rex 84. Which you could go and read that. Because they know there's gonna come, they know, the so-called white man knows there's gonna come a day when you Jakes are gonna eventually wake up and go for blood. So what they want to do is basically they want to make it happen. They don't want it to happen naturally. They want to make it happen and let it happen on their terms, so they can control it. But you devils, you're not gonna control this thing. You gonna arouse Jacob, and the situation's gonna come out of your control. And it don't matter how many puppets you got out there trying to make the people docile, man. Going on.
KSLA News 12 has discovered that the clergy will help the government with potentially the biggest problem, us. Charlton Heston's now famous speech before the National Rifle Association at a convention back in 2000 will forever be remembered as a stirring moment for all Second Amendment advocates. At the end of his remarks, Heston held up his antique rifle and told the crowd in his Moses-like voice, "Over my cold dead hands." While Heston, then serving as the NRA president, made those remarks in response to calls for more gun control laws at the time. Those words live on. Heston's declaration captured a trillion American value over an arching desire to protect our freedoms. But gun confiscation is exactly what happened during the state of emergency following Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. Along with forced relocation, US troops also arrived.
Forced relocation, man. They basically concentrated the people into the Superdome, man. That was all practice. Okay? Which Nate ain't talking. Nate ain't warning you about that. Go on.
Troops also arrived, something far easier to do now thanks to last year's elimination of the 1878 Posse Comitatus Act, which had forbid regular US Army troops from policing on American soil. So the army is allowed to operate within America now, man. Which is before it couldn't.
Well, yeah, that opens the door for you, for them. Basically, all American citizens now are potential enemy combatants, man. So basically, they got the right to kill you on the spot without no jury, without no court case. Well, the NDAA, okay, which Nate ain't telling you about that, man, because he's not allowed to come out and speak about that because he's got that 501c3. He ain't allowed to warn you, man. How can he warn you about the government when he's getting his goodies from the government, man? Talking about how it's progress. Ain't no fucking progress, man. Progress is teaching this word and fishing for the elect men of the Most High. Progress ain't no fucking tax exemption, man.
No, at the same time, Nate's a cop, man.
And he's a fucking cop, man. And a cop is nothing but a filthy fucking scumbag, low-life piece of shit, man. Because at the end of the day, man, you watch all these fucking cop programs and they're always investing. How come in these cop programs you never see these fucking police investigating the international bankers, man? How about you go investigate the international banker? Hey, Nate, why don't you go fucking find out who's behind the Boston bombing, man, and go arrest them? You piece of shit. No, you ain't gonna do that because you're on the orders. You gotta do what your superior says. And your superior ain't nothing but a witch and a fucking warlock, man. And you talking about how if you know a man that's got a warrant out on him, you're gonna arrest that man. How the hell you know he did that? How the hell you know he ain't getting set up, man?
Well, this is the thing. Out of all the things, occupations he could have chose to go for, he chose to be a cop. Which would make sense in my mind that he's there to infiltrate black communities who could be potentially this, that, the other Hebrew agent, Israelites, man. And whatever, man. So I wouldn't trust Nate with a fucking barge pole, man. You keep him further than arm's distance, man.
Even niggas in the world can't trust you, man. Even when I was in the world, I couldn't trust you, man. You're a fucking informer, man. You work for the so-called white man, man. Straight up. You a straight up fucking enforcer for the so-called white man enforcing his laws, man. If I fucking saw a homosexual and I beat the shit out of that homosexual, man, you turn me into the cops, you piece of shit. You turn me into the fucking cops, you put me in the slammer, man. That's a real demon, man. Go on,
Okay, it says here, if martial law were enacted here at home, like depicted in the movie The Siege, easing public fears and quelling dissent will be critical, and that's exactly what the clergy response team helped accomplish in the wake of Katrina. Dr. Darrell Tuberville serves as chaplain for the Shreveport Fire Department and the Caddo Sheriff's Office. Tuberville said of the clergy team's mission, the primary thing that we say to anybody is let's cooperate and get.
Let's cooperate. That's Nate's doctrine. Well, what did that stupid ass Haitian? He ain't no fucking Levite, man. He's a Haitian. When the white man tell him to stop, why didn't he stop? Huh? He was rebellion. First of all, who the fuck is George Zimmerman, man? So is that what we're teaching our people now? If any fucking low-life devil out there tells you to stop, you just go and stop in your tracks. Yes, massa. What kind of madness is that, man? Oh, he weren't a cop. He weren't part of the police. He's a fucking neighborhood watch, man. Man, somebody, the white man told him to stop. Why didn't he stop? Rebellion. Fucking madman. That's a So then any of these crackers walking around the street, if they tell me to put the camera down and go home, I'm supposed to do that, right? Otherwise I'm in rebellion. He was rebellious against the power. Listen, blood, that's talking about an armed insurrection against the government, man.
Bring down your captivity or
trying to bring them down before time, man. Before time. Let me add that. Before time. Because there is going to be a time when it's going to be sanctioned to do that. But obviously now ain't the time, man. That ain't talking about if the white man tell you to hop on one leg, you gonna start hopping on one leg. That's what did it say? Cooperation, man. You teach that Jake are supposed to cooperate, not even just with the police, not even just with the government, with any low-life fucking cracker walking up and down the street, man. Some fucking wannabe cop named George Zimmerman. that's madness. That's beyond all belief, man.
Okay, he says, let's cooperate and get this thing over with, and then we'll settle the differences once the crisis is over.
Yeah, once you niggas is dead. Yeah. Go on.
Such clergy response teams would walk a tightrope during martial law between the demands of the government on the one side versus the wishes of the public on the other. In a lot of cases, these clergy would already be known in neighbourhoods in which they're helping to defuse that situation, assured Sandy Davis. He serves as the director of the Caddo Bossia Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness. For the clergy team, one of the biggest tools they will have in helping calm the public down or to obey the law is the Bible itself.
Huh?
Specifically Romans 13.
Well, what was he teaching? What was the son of Babylon and the Haitian teaching? Romans 13. That Trayvon Martin should have stopped when that demon George Zimmerman tried confronting him for no reason. And that ain't even the government, so you know they gon' whatever the government say, basically you do. That's basically what Nate is teaching. Let's work with the government. Let's cooperate with them. That's progress. That's not progress, man. We only do what we definitely have to, man. Yeah, I gotta pay tax. I'll pay my tax, man. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the cops are behind me and they flash them red lights, them blue lights, blue lights, then I pull over because there's no point running anyway. You're gonna get caught out there. But if they tell me to take some fucking chip, I ain't taking a chip because the Most High told me not to take that chip. And that's another thing, you ain't teaching about that chip, man. Because you're 501c3, man.
Says Dr. Tuberville elaborated, because the government's established by the Lord, you know. And that's what we believe in the Christian faith. That's what's stated in the scripture. Civil rights advocates believe the amount of public cooperation during such a time of unrest may ultimately depend on how long they expect the suspension of rights might last. Yeah, that's it on that article.
That's it, right? Now, when you go into the clergy response team, there's hundreds of thousands of pastors already there. Now, another part of the clergy response team, it wasn't in this article, but like I said, man, just look, man, go into the Urim and Thummim, put that clergy response team into Google, and you're going to find a lot of articles and information on it. Now, what you're going to find out is another thing that they say is he basically has to do a psychological analysis on his flock, so that when the time comes, DHS and FEMA, they're going to want to know who among his flock is going to be resistant. Now, we already know you're a fucking informant, Nate. You're a bunch of informants, so you guys following Nate. If you got the kind of mentality that if the white man came into your house with guns, yeah, and tried to take you off to a concentrated death camp, that you'd put holes in them, Nate is gonna have to tell them that. Yeah, you know what, this brother here, he could be a problem. This brother here, I believe he's got a gun. This brother here, he might not want to go to that FEMA camp, and he's got to record that. That's why they got the membership records, man. Yeah. This is Matthew, the 7th chapter and 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing." Yeah, he coming to you like an Israelite, coming to you like they care for their people. That's we love the nation of Israel. This is all about the progress. I'm gonna take that $2,000 and that could help my people. And no, that's all bullshit, man. They don't care about. First of all, they don't care about the nation of Israel, because the nation of Israel begins with the elect. The nation of Israel begins with the elect. Without the elect, there is no nation of Israel, because it will be done away with. The Lord is going to save the elect, and through the elect, all the rest of the nation is going to be saved. Now, that means you got to teach the truth. If you really care about your people, the scriptures speak about your feast of love. If you really love the people, you're going to feed them with this word, and you're going to warn them about the things which are to come. And you ain't going to sell them out to the so-called white man, okay, for filthy lucre's sake. But you talk a good game, about how much you love the Israelite woman, you love this nigga, man, you gonna sell out the Israelite woman, man, to them death camps, man. You piece of shit. And you niggas following Nate, man, you need to wake the fuck up, man, because you already on that database, man. Straight up. And he's informing on you, man. He's writing up fucking dossiers on you niggas, man. And you know he knows how to do that too, because he's a fucking detective, man. The way I heard it, quite a few of them up in that hierarchy of fucking detectives, man. That's the fucking NYPD Israelite force, man.
Because he's in those police circles, man. It could be a mason, it could be anything, man. You don't know who this fucking guy is.
No,
really.
he is a mason.
There you go.
He is a fucking mason, man. The minute you become a cop, you are a fucking mason. You've been initiated. You have to take that oath. You've been initiated, man. You're a low-level mason, man. You're a fucking witch, man. And you under the power of Satan, man. That's why you ain't supposed to be no fucking cop, man. That's why you ain't supposed to join the so-called white man's military when you come into this truth, man. That ain't for you, man.
He's obviously undergoing the operation of Satan, man. What Satan wants to accomplish.
You are arm of Satan, man. You are actually an arm of Satan designed to destroy your people, man. Right? We finished that. Matthew 7:15 again. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves, man. They're demons, man. They don't care. They're just out for their own creature comforts, man. And that's Nate and his boys, man. Chilling up there in an interview with their fucking sunglasses on. Like, this is fucking Hollywood, man. This is real shit that we're dealing with out here, man. This is real warfare out here, man. This ain't nothing to nice up. You get all that marketing, you coming in the way of the devil, man. You coming, anyone you see with all that fancy marketing, man, they're coming in the way of the devil. They're dressing the shit up, yeah, to hide their lives, man. Because they know that the people are weak to that. They know that the people Jake is simple and Jake, oh, this guy's got some nice garments on, he's got a $1 million website, I want to get down with that. It's the same thing them niggas in the world do with the churches, man. The church pastors gonna wear the most expensive suit and all that wide screens up in the church. People are gonna want to go to that church because they think it's about that. They're carnal.
So the same with the Pharisees and the scribes, man. You know how Shai cursed them out, basically, man. Says on the outside you appear righteous, but inside you're white sepulchres, man.
Yeah. No, he said on the outside you're white. You're like a white sepulchre. On the outside you're white, but the inside you're full of dead men's bones, man. Yeah. Meaning you're defiled. And that's Nate and his boys, man. And you people are following them, man. Because they sound like they're saying the right things. They're saying the things of the world, man. They're watering down the doctrine. Just like 14th Street Israelite, man. He's watering down the doctrine, man, and trying to appease the spirit of the woman that's out there in the world. Because the spirit of the world is the spirit of a woman. If you wanna appease the people out there, you gotta appease the woman, man. You gotta appease her feelings and appease her emotions. We here at GMS, we come with this book, which is the Bible, and this book is coming after the spirit of men and under the vibration of men. You read this book is mostly about men. It's coming in a male vibration. It's cold and uncut. When the Most High say he gonna kill somebody, the Most High didn't butter it up, man. When the Most High said someone was gonna get ate by dogs, the Most High didn't butter that up, man. They got ate by dogs.
Or children are gonna get ripped apart by
she-bears, man. So this book ain't geared towards watering shit down, and this book is graphic. So the truth is graphic. 14th Street Israelite, he tries to soften up the vibrations, man. Try and market it up. This is Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord. Yeah, who's the Lord? Yahweh. But first of all, Nate don't even want to teach the name of the Most High. Nate refuses to teach the name of the Most High. That's your first clue that he's nothing but a demon. He can't even bring himself to teach the name of the Most High. Why? Because he's a straight up demon, man.
He's been told not to teach it.
That's right.
Because he knows it.
He knows the name.
He's been
But
told
he
not to teach it,
forsaken the
man.
covenant, man. That forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering onto that number. Again, that's that clergy response team, man. First and foremost, they're not giving you the spiritual armaments that you can stand up against the wiles of the devil. They're not exposing. First of all, when's the last time you see them guys go into anything exposing the so-called white man and all the different things that he does out there, poisoning the foods, and they don't go into all of that. They're not going into all of that. They're not going into the mind control that the witchcraft, because the mind control programming and all that is part of the so-called white man's witchcraft. They're not exposing that. They're not going into skull and bones. They're not going into the banking system, the international bankers and all that. Why are they not going into these things? They're not going into the scriptures and teaching you the right things according to the scriptures, man, so that you can have that armor. So you can fight against the devil. Secondly, they're actually furnishing you, they're actually giving up that number, they're preparing the way for that truth through that clergy response team, man, because they're giving Esau the information that he needs. And Nate is going to tell you to go to them FEMA camps, man. I'm going to tell you straight up, man, that's the spirit that's on Nate and his boys. If anything happens, Nate is going to say, for your own well-being, go to them FEMA camps, man. He's a damn Judas goat, man.
Because at the same time, man, he's teaching his congregation, man, that the chip is nothing.
Oh yeah.
That the chip isn't anything they should be concerned about.
He said it's for GPS.
You know, so he's gonna basically tell them, look, the government's telling me to go here, and they're gonna make sure everything is accounted for. So they're gonna put a chip in you, man. But he's had his congregation is so under his spell, man, about how this chip has nothing to do with the mark of the beast in Revelations, that he's gonna cause his congregation to take that chip, man. Okay, which the Lord specifically told you not to, man. You know, but you completely. That's why we call you a bunch of fucking murderers, and all you false Hebrew Israelites, man. You're a bunch of fucking murderers, man, because you're all gonna go take that fucking chip and teach your rest of the congregation to do so, man.
Now, you made a good point, yeah, because he said the RFID chip is for GPS, right? Now, when he said that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Wikipedia and Google existed. Now, if you're gonna make a statement about the RFID chip being GPS, and this guy's meant to be a detective, okay?
An elder.
He's meant to be an elder, right? Now, all you have to do, right? This is what I did, and I'm not an elder. I'm far from being an elder, man. But this is what I did. I went to Google and I typed in RFID. Bam! Wikipedia. Boom. RFID.
Applications.
It's got blah 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 blah, all the different categories in the article, right? There's a part of the article that says uses. Yeah? In fact, brother, get that out for me, man. It's showing you that this guy Nate, man, is either he knows and he's lying, or he's a damn idiot. Which either way, you ain't supposed to follow that man. Let me read the scripture while the brother's getting that. This is the book of Sirach 6 and 34. It says, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Okay, that is wise. The elders of GMS went into that. They don't ever make no foolish statements, man. If they talk about something, you know that whether it be Elder Gabar, whether it be Elder Tahar, whether it be Elder Aramla, any of the elders, man, Elder Manatazar, Elder Rakah, any of the elders, man, right? Which we here at GMS, we learn from that, and we do the same thing. If you hear us talking about something, it's not because we're not gonna just go half-arse it, man. We actually went and looked it up and read about it, man, and went in on it. so that we can get the proper understanding on it, so we can come and tell you. So if I'm going to speak about the RFID chip, I'm not going to just come and tell you, oh, the RFID chip is just for GPS. That means that I never went and looked it up. I'm just telling you bullshit. Which, that ain't right, man. You leading the people astray.
Quick question, Art. You know the RFID comes in many shapes and forms, isn't it?
Of course.
Right. And it's funny, when the first thing that comes up when you type in RFID and you go on Wiki is the chip. Trying to get you desensitized to it, man. You know, they put that so much in your face, man. It will seem normal to you, man. It'd be a natural step to go and get it done, man. You know. But the boy wants to read a couple bits out of this article. Okay, let's read
jump down to uses.
Do you want straight down there? Or do you want to read the, okay, cool.
Because that's all you got to do. This man's going on like he's some elder. He's got all the fancy Hollywood, you know,
production.
You know,
produced by Walt Disney shit.
The Rock is going on, you know, doing the Azonto and all that in the video and all that. But the man couldn't go to Google and look up RFID so we can give his flock the right information. But I know that he knows he's a liar. The man's a detective, man. So that means if he's trained to be a detective, he knows how to go and research something. So you people are gonna ask yourself the question, if he researched it and the information is blatantly there, why did he make the statement that the RFID chip is only used for GPS?
Because that would be an ignorant statement.
That's an ignorant statement. That's a bold lie.
And the way he dealt with that situation where he's laughing,
yeah,
you know, like it was a joke.
Funny. Where's my dog? Where's my cat?
It shows you it's a fucking act.
It's all an act, and it's trying to belittle us. Basically, it's all the games Esau plays, witchcraft. That basically all you guys there, Nate ain't nothing but a witch, and he's bewitched you, man. That's why the scripture say, "Oh, foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you?" First of all, the art of deception is witchcraft, man. Nate ain't done nothing but work witchcraft on you, and every time he slanders GMS, that's more witchcraft. Oh, they're bums, they're this, they're that. That's all witchcraft. It's
not
working
the truth.
on your mind, man.
Because they ain't the truth, man.
And even if we are bums, what's that got to do with the truth of the Bible, man? Alright, go on, man. Read that uses, man. This is easy, but the brother did that on his phone, man. And he didn't have to get tax exemption and all that kind of shit, man. He just went on Google, man. Go on, bro. Read off the uses for RFID technology there.
Okay, you can find this in Wikipedia under uses.
Should be bullet pointed, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's further down. Okay.
Yep.
All right. It says it's got here in the bullet point section. It's got access management, tracking of goods.
What? Sorry.
Access management.
Is that GPS? You could say that kind of is like GPS, because the minute you access, that's gonna be recorded. You was there. Yeah, but access management is talking about a key card. So to get inside of a secure building, get past the gateway, RFID can be used for that. So straight away you got cut, Nate. Straight away, and that's the first bullet point on the Wikipedia. So how much research did you do before you opened your mouth?
Tracking of goods, which is your standard GPS functions. Okay.
Yeah, that's your logistics.
Yep.
Which goods includes you people, man.
Yeah, because
they ain't teaching you that.
Hey man, little do you know you're trading the stock exchange as well, man. You know?
Your livestock.
So it's tracking of persons and animals, okay? Again, a standard operation that most people would know about. It says toll collection and contactless payment. So we've got another issue now, payment. To make payments. And you can go into my pub, we've got those machines in our pub now, man. And all they got to do is tap their card and they can make a payment. But there's a fault with the card system, man. And it's obvious, because people mention it, it's obvious.
And I'm going to tell the truth, man, that shit is convenient as all hell.
Yep.
That shit
makes things easy.
I'm not going to lie, man. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, man. It saves time. Yeah. You just like, when I go into Tesco's, rather than me, putting my card in, putting my pin in, waiting for confirmation, I literally just put my card straight up and it goes, and then I'm out of there, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna be real, but that don't mean I'm gonna take the mark of the beast. I'm just saying the shit is convenient, man.
And that's how they sell it, man.
That's how they gonna sell it.
No, but at the same time, it's not secure. So the whole idea with the chip is more secure.
In your hand, yeah.
Okay. Machine readable travel documents. Okay,
Yep.
so it's going to hold data,
Yeah,
basically.
Your passport.
Your visas
Because
and shit.
all the new passports have got a chip in there, man.
Yep.
The electronic which even that makes it more convenient when you're coming back on holiday. They got 2 lines, one for the e-passports and one for the old passports.
Yep.
And the e-passport just gets scanned, bam, your biometrics come up, boom boom, you're out. They just scan you, boom boom.
Same with the Oyster cards, man. It's cheaper to get Oyster than it is to pay an actual fare on the bus.
Yep.
And also they're all pushing you down that avenue, man. Smart dust for massively distributed sensor networks. Okay, I haven't read into that so
Yeah,
far.
that's like that
Explain it
nanotechnology, man. RFID dust, yeah.
on. Okay. Tracking sports memorabilia to verify authenticity. To airport baggage tracking logistics, in 2010, 3 key factors drove a significant increase in RFID usage: decreased cost of equipment and tags, increased performance to a reliability of 99.9%, and a stable international standard around UHF passive RFID.
Yeah, so like I always say, look man, the so-called white man is integrating RFID technology into all areas of life, because that's going to be at the heart of their new world order, their technocratic system, man. Oh, you guys are always going into conspiracy. This ain't no fucking conspiracy theory, man. This is just the reality of what's happening. If you look, see, the scriptures say, man, let me get a scripture real quick. I believe it's Ephesians, the 5th chapter. Salakia, real quick, man.
Yeah.
Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools like Nate, because Nate said the RFID is for GPS only, man. When the thing is integrated throughout damn near every system on the planet Earth now. It's only for GPS. This is a demon. Not as fools, but as wise, like the elders, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Alright? So, you gotta watch everything, man. You gotta watch what's being built around you, man. Okay, go on up.
Continue where I left off. So the adoption of these standards were driven by EPC Global, these standards were driven by EPC Global, a joint venture between GS1 and GS1 US, which were responsible for driving global adoption of the barcode in 1970s and 80s.
That's who set that company up, man. Look, that company, I guarantee you the head of that company was at Bilderberger, or he's part of the CFR, or he's part of the Council on Foreign Relations, man. Because that, like I said, all these chiefs, these captains of industry, all these politicians, all that, they all get their marching orders, man. That's why they all pushed. Even though you might get 2 companies competing in the same market, you will find that they will all push in the same direction because they've had their marching orders, man. Which we're gonna get into Google, because we told y'all, man. We told you about Google, man. Going to Bilderberger and what they're gonna be talking about, man. The elders told you about Google, man. But you niggas out there, you think that when GMS talk, we just talking out of our ass, man. We know what we're saying. And the Lord turns around and confirms what we're saying, man. Go on, bro.
Okay, the network was developed by the Auto ID Center, an academic research project headquartered at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, with labs at 5 leading research universities around the globe: Cambridge, Adelaide, Keele, Shanghai, Fudan, and St. Gallen. At RFID Journal Live 2010 in Orlando, Airbus detailed 16 active projects. IBM, and most recently added to the team, CSC.
Oh, IBM, that's a big company at the head of driving forward that chip, man.
Yep, biometric data and shit.
Beginning with the Nazis, man.
2 other areas of significant use are financial services for IT, asset tracking, and healthcare. RFID, that's why it's part of the healthcare bill, man. You know, Obama's including that as part of the healthcare bill now. Okay, so at some point, man, you know, you're gonna be, you know, asked to take that chip, man. Okay. RFID is becoming increasingly prevalent as the price of technology decreases.
Yep.
Okay, and this I thought was interesting. This is underneath in commerce. Okay, showing you that the white man's pushing this, man. He needs to push this forward.
Can I get a scripture
Yeah.
real quick? What was the last thing you mentioned just now? Oh yeah, let me get, because I always bring this scripture out, man. Job 5:12, man. Job 5:12 said, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, man. Yeah, what's that enterprise, man? The enterprise is the New World Order, man. Right? And the devices is the plan. The RFID chip and all that, man. That's why it has become prevalent, man. Because it's all part of the plan, man. The end game is to have everyone on the planet chipped. Okay?
Yep.
Go on, huh?
So here in commerce, it says that the value of the RFID market in 2012 will be 7.46 billion, okay, versus 6.37 billion in 2011. Okay, the RFID world market is estimated to surpass 20 billion by 2014. Okay, so if you do the numbers, right, in the space between 2011 and 2012, there's like a 1 billion difference. Okay, but they're saying by next year, okay, which is only a 2-gap period from when this is written, it will be 20 billion from 7 billion.
That shows you that they're going in. That's a lot of chips. Not because that's including the chips that are being made. That's also including
all the new technologies being made.
All the different technologies being made around that.
Yep.
Ooh,
that's well over double. So the little increments he's been doing, because they've introduced it slowly, so there's been little increments in your awareness of it. Okay, but the push is coming.
Yep.
The push is coming,
that's
man.
That's what they were talking about at Bilderberg this year.
That's right.
Because it's an integral part of their system of control.
Yep.
Is having everyone chipped. Otherwise, they can't bring all the systems together. There needs to be something that unifies all the systems, just like all Israel. The elect are unified through what? The system we're unified through is this word. Esau don't deal with this. What is going to unify all the people under his control? The chip. Because the chip is going to be your access to everything. Everything. It's going to monitor everything. So that they have all the information. That's why they got all the different supercomputers to decipher all that information, man. Why do you think they come up with something called your recommended daily allowance and all that kind of stuff, man? Come on, man.
They'll determine how much freedom a person has, man.
Come on, son.
What you're entitled to, and what's a privilege.
Yep.
You know. Because really, you're not entitled to anything, man.
Yeah.
You know what your privileges are, man. Cause yeah, so I thought I was interested, man. That's a big push.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's a big push, man. So from the space from 2012, which we're in 2013 already.
Yeah.
Okay, by 2014, man, that market value is gonna be 20 billion, man. That's 13 billion higher than what it was previous year, man.
That means they're really pushing that RFID chip out there, man. They're really pushing that.
So they're getting ready, man.
Yeah.
That's what you can tell from that. They're getting ready.
That's the spirit, man. I didn't even know that, man. It's the spirit. Yeah.
Okay, and then it goes into current uses. It goes mobile phones and
Yep.
the MasterCard and
MasterCard, yeah. MasterCard, Visa. They've all them big credit card companies and banks. They've all pushed in the direction of that RFID chip. This is not a coincidence, man. You see, Esau trains you people to think about everything as a coincidence. This is not a coincidence, man. This is something which has been orchestrated to an end goal, man, to an agenda. Right? Can I get a scripture real quick? Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. It's in the power of the banking elite to introduce, to fund the research for the RFID chip. because they can control research, because they're the one that fund research through the Rockefeller Foundation, the Carnegie, Carnegie, is it called the Carnegie Foundation?
Yeah.
They got all these different foundations and they fund the different universities and that the research. And obviously if someone's funding your research, they're controlling your research. So they're controlling where all this research goes. They're controlling all the companies. They control MasterCard, Visa, so they can make them companies go in the direction that they've been going in. Which is what? That contactless technology, man. They control London Underground. They control the New York Underground. The government's an institution. The military's instituting it. The different big logistics companies, because it starts with the big companies. Okay, you just look like you found something juicy there. Huh?
Yeah.
Because it is in the power of their hand. Go on, bro.
Okay, I'm just going through basically goes into more detail about the certain applications it has, right? And I'll get down to social media, right? And part of the thing it says here, so soon other brands began adopting this method, and in 2013 it has become a growing area of use for RFID. Facebook is using RFID cards.
Wasn't he at Bilderberger?
He was.
There you go.
Facebook is using the RFID cards at most of their live events to allow guests to automatically capture and post photos. Because that social networking is a big thing these days, man. No longer with Twitter and whatever, man.
Who pushed that?
The elites.
Who pushed that? The elites pushed that, man.
No, so they're introducing into this RFID market, man. Okay. What else has it got here? The automotive brands have adopted RFID for social media product placement more quickly than other industries. Mercedes was early adopted in 2011 at the PGA Golf Championships, and by 2013 Geneva Motor Show, many of the larger brands were using RFID for social media marketing. It basically goes on talking about payments, making payments with it. Oyster cards got mentioned here, public transport. Okay, so in the future, you're not able to get on the public transport without having an RFID chip in you and all that kind of stuff. Goes into passports, like brother mentioned earlier. Animal identification, which would be the same as human identification.
Yeah,
cool. Just put in the same bracket, same thing.
But where's my dog?
That's the next one, human identification. Hey, it goes in.
Get that. I know it's not gonna get on camera, but there you go, in your hand, man. In your hand.
Yeah, it's not very clear, man. But yeah, man. So it's all here, man. The information's here. If Nate wants to look at it, feel free.
Mr. Detective.
Feel free, man. But yeah, what the brother's saying, man, that's all true, man. Come on, man.
Not to mention all the predictive programming they be putting into the media, putting into the school. They wanted to chip the kids in the schools, man.
Yep.
So they're pushing this thing through, man, bit by bit, man. They showed you how in what's it called? You had that film Contagion. To prove that you had the vaccine, you had to get that wristband, man. Now they ain't gonna. The wristband is just a symbology for that chip. Really, they're gonna give you that chip. They ain't gonna give you no fucking wristband, man. They're gonna give you a fucking chip, and the chip is gonna say whether you've had your vaccines or not. Another thing, he's trying to make it mandatory HIV testing now. Apparently, Madonna, Obama, he is fucking Madonna, man. Yeah, he's a bitch. Obama's pushing through that teenagers have to have mandatory HIV testing. Now, how they gonna know whether you had it or not? Because your medical records are gonna be on what? The RFID chip. Mm-hmm. So it can't be doctored. It can't be is there.
Oh shit! Actually, there was something else in the article.
Bring it on out.
That was worth mentioning.
Okay, let me get this while getting that. Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Well, guess what, man? We at GMS, man, we see all the works Esau's doing, man. We see all the secret moves he's doing, man. And there's certain whistleblowers and that come out and bring out the information. We go and take that information and break it down through the scriptures, man.
Yep.
But Nate and these other guys, they don't want to get into conspiracies, man, because they're demons, man. They're not on the side of the truth. of exposing Esau, they're in Esau's world. They're in the Matrix. They like being in the fucking Matrix, man. That movie was fucking deep. You know who you niggas are? You that motherfucker that was eating that steak, man.
Yep. Can't remember his name, man, but that's right.
I can't remember his name, man. That dude was, that's you, Nate. That's you, man. You niggas are snakes, man. How do I?
Oh, what did he say afterwards? He goes, I know I can't really taste this steak, but you know, but the thing's telling me this is what it tastes like. And he goes, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is
yeah,
bliss.
But Nate
That's
is
Nate.
ignorant, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Nate and his followers, they're ignorant to the RFID chip, man. That's bliss to them. That's why they don't want to bring out about the Illuminati and the skull and bones, because they want to be ignorant to all that.
Because just like the prophets, man, okay, them in the Lord, man. If you notice, because when he was in that shit, man, that was a fucking hellhole, man. That was a fucking shit way of living, man.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted out.
Yeah,
that's why he wanted out, man. No, because the life he was living was too hard for him, man. No, the life he was living was too hard for him. So he wanted out. He wanted to get back into the Matrix, man. He tied up with the right man and live comfortably, man.
Yeah. He got a 501c3, man. He was part of the Clergy Response team, man. He done sold out, man. Snake. Oh, watch out for these damn snakes, man. Go on now, you got some more information?
Yeah. Okay, under asset management, it says here, RFID combined with mobile computing and web technologies provide a way for organizations to identify and manage their assets. Mobile computers with integrated RFID readers.
Woo, see, that's the next step. The next step is now, when you get a laptop, when you get all the new technology that are coming out now are gonna have RFID
reading technology.
readers on there, man. Just like when Wi-Fi came out, not every laptop had Wi-Fi. That's why there was a point where you had to buy a dongle to put the Wi-Fi on your laptop or even in your PC. In fact, a lot of PCs still to this day don't come with Wi-Fi, but a lot of the new ones have got everything on there. If you get a decent PC now for like $1,000 or something like that, you know it's gonna have Bluetooth built-in Wi-Fi reader, so you don't no longer have to plug in no Ethernet. It's gonna be there, but you can also get Wi-Fi. They got Bluetooth Wi-Fi. What else? HDM1, all that stuff, like all the connection. Well, the new thing is gonna be putting the reader on there. Fingerprint too.
Well, remember IBM did the trial with the biometric finger scanner to open your computer?
Yeah, I saw that laptop.
Remember that? That was quite a while back. We don't really see that many of them these days. But that must have been like a trial run or something.
Yep.
You know? Because all Mac in your computer has that installed now. You could not, if you want to be traced, man, they can trace you back to the computer and they don't know that's your laptop, man. Because you were the last person logged onto that computer.
Know when you was using it too.
That's right.
But because they want to have something called the Internet ID now, it's kind of what the brother was talking about, where they want to be able to track and trace who you are on the internet. So in order to use the internet, that's why they think they're calling it Internet 2. And eventually they're going to shut down most of the sites. So to put a website up on the internet, you're going to have government approval. Because right now you don't need a government approval to set up a website.
So that's where them acts, the NDAA and all that, CISPA, SOPA,
yep.
That's where they're all linked in together, man.
So in the end, if you want to access the internet, you're going to have to tap in.
It's like you're going to have an avatar, man, and you're linked to the avatar, man.
But it's going to be, everything's linked to Facebook now. Everything's linked. Through Google, you can link all your accounts together. Your Facebook, your fucking...
I hate that fucking shit. You know?
Yeah, I know, it's bullshit.
Fucking hell, man.
Your YouTube and all that is linked on one account. Yeah, because I told Google
taking over.
Google is taking over, man. So that you can't be searching certain material on the internet without them knowing, man.
You don't have many aliases, man. You got one alias.
You got one alias, and they know this was you, and you were searching for this, and the troops are coming to your house now. And if you run, it's all right. We know where you are. We got the GPS on that motherfucker. In fact, they're not even gonna send a troop. They're gonna fucking hook your fucking RFID. And they showed you that in wasn't it Born Supremacy, where they had something in them. So they just sent the drone after man. Isn't it in the new Born Automatum or whatever?
I haven't seen the new one.
I believe in the new Born, he was out in the woods with another guy. And they had his heat signature. So the thing was tracking man's heat signature, because your heat signature is unique. They can actually do that too. Your heat signature is unique, so they could dial in your damn heat signature, and the drone will pick you up, and that's it, man. That's your ass, man. Ain't nowhere you running from that. Well, they put your chip, the GPS locates for your chip, and send a killer drone after your ass, man. They show you that in the new film. Total Recall, man, where he had the chip in his hand, man, and they were just, yep, he's over there. You know? Yep, they know what you're doing, man. He accessed these files at this time. Okay, well.
It says mobile computers with integrated RFID readers can now deliver a complete set of tools that eliminate paperwork, give proof of identification and attendance. This approach eliminates manual data entry, so it's cutting out the what they call him, the middleman. You know, the error percentages, they're cutting down, man.
That's what, because where I work, you sign in biometrically, where this brother works too. You don't sign in on a piece of paper, it's all biometric. It's actually a hand scanner where I work. When I first started working there, I had to put my hand in the scanner, you put your number in, you got a number, you put the number in, and you put a number in that you're clocking in, it's 1, and then you put your hand on the reader, and that says you've signed in. And anytime you put your hand on that reader, it clocks it. Now, I heard a bunch of guys started working for Tesco, and I heard the way Tesco's rolling is you got a wristband, and it's RFID. You could type into it, and it's also RFID. And basically, man, when you come to that clocking, man, if you're late, you can't even work that day. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start a task, you got to put the time in, and then and when you stop, they know when you stopped, all that shit, man. They're tracking you. Yo, it's some fucked up shit, man. So that's Tesco. So everyone's bringing in that technology now. Yeah.
Yeah, it talks about inventory systems, man. Just keeping track of the stock, man. That's what it's stock. It's a stock taking technology, man. So the elites can have a firm grip.
Have that eye on you.
That all-seeing eye, man.
That all-seeing eye on your ass, man. See, man, someone's gonna take a clip of that now.
You know,
say man's working for the Illuminati.
Like we say, man, because Esau's carnal, man, that's why he has all this technology in place to do that. Because he's spiritually not on the level, man. He's not the Most High. He can't watch everybody. He can't. That's why he has technology in place to do that. To do it on his carnal level, which is so inferior.
That's it.
You know?
Revelations 13 and 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, that's the system, man. Anyone that doesn't want to be initiated into the New World Order, and a lot of you are gonna want to sacrifice your life for the New World Order, because they don't even want you in the New World Order anyway. They gonna want you to willingly kill yourself, man. Just line up and die. You know what I'm saying? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. Okay? A lot of you go, in your forehead, what's that? Yeah, that's the brain chip. Esau's also dealing with putting chips in a man's brain.
Show his emotions, man. Show what he does.
Yeah.
There's no need for that mind control like how he does it now. He just straight up program you like that.
The way they do mind control, you put more than one method together to achieve mind control. It's not just one thing. It's a lot of sexual fucking, shit. Traumatism, fucking flashing images, electro fucking shock therapy. When they make a mind control drone, the best ones, they do everything on them. Just do every method known to mankind.
Triple, quadruple personalities, all kinds of stuff, man.
Well, they're working on putting chips in your brains, and they've been doing that for a long time. And if that research is being done, it's being funded. So that's what's going to happen if you ain't got Man said, what's gonna happen if you ain't got no hands? Oh, I guess they'll put it in your head. Yeah, he put his foot in his mouth. Idiot, man. You guys are real fucking dummies, man.
I was just thinking about that all-seeing eye thing, man. Esau's all-seeing eye. Because on the dollar bill, you'll see that on his pyramid, on the $1 bill, right? That's the stage, man. That's the chip. Once that he has initiated the chip on everybody, man, that's where he would be at, man. No, but you notice the pyramid's not finished, and that's spiritual because it doesn't get finished. You know, it gets cut short, man.
Yeah, you're gonna be finished off. Esau, you're gonna be finished off. But that's why he's building all these Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is another thing they're using to track and trace people now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why even when you got your phone, you'll say, okay, operate your Wi-Fi to give you a better GPS location.
Yep. Because he knows whereabouts you are, but not pinpoint.
But
if you turn it on,
there's so much Wi-Fi now that they can even better pinpoint where you are.
Yep.
By bouncing you off all these different Wi-Fis, man. Man, this devil system is everywhere, man.
And at the same time, he's killing the bees and shit because his Wi-Fi towers and shit, man.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? That's what it is.
And like we mentioned earlier about the barcode system, that's what that is, man. Because all these RFID chips are read by scanners, okay, which works by the same principle as the barcodes in the supermarkets and that. When you scan your products, because that's what you become. You are a product, man. Okay, and that's how it reads you, man.
We mentioned how it's gonna be in our foreheads, right? Now you can go back, man, where we said, look, man, Google. The reason why Google is at this Bilderberger meeting is because they're gonna use Google to push that chip. Google's gonna take over the internet. Google's one of them big companies that is a big part of basically Google is the NSA. It's a big part of the New World Order, man. When it comes to IBM is a big company, Google is a giant. Google is taking over the internet. Yeah, Google Pay, hey man, Google is taking over the internet, man. Why are they taking over the internet? Because the elite are putting them in that position.
Yep.
Now the guy went to Bilderberger. Now, a couple months later, look what's happened here. It says Google plans on implanting chip in your brain. Yeah? You hear that? Google that's the mouth, that's the tongue falling upon themselves. The scripture says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. What's in these men's heart? What is it in their heart to do? Google what did they say? Google think no evil. What's Google's motto again? Some bullshit like that, man. Bunch of demons. Google plans on implanting chip in your brain. London Independent, July 20th, 2013. Scott Hoffman, Google's engineering director, says the company's intention is to transform the ways people interact with Google. Okay? That means having conversations similar to those you would have with humans. That's all that basically transhumanism, man. Yeah. Right? Which you won't hear Nate even mention that. Nate won't even mention the word transhumanism. But that's a big part of this New World Order is transhumanism, the merger of man with machine.
To make oneself a god.
To make yourself a god. Also, genetic manipulation also comes into that. That's why Esau's trying to search out the genes, because he wants to use all that against us, man. He wants to become Superman. Right? No longer will we have to go to settings to recalibrate our devices. We will simply order them to make the desired changes. Hey, that sounds cool, right? You interfacing with the computer through your brain. But hold on, if it can go that way, it can also go the other way, right? See, man, but you people, man, you simple-minded people out there, you ain't gonna think, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna interface with a. Well, hold on, if you could interface that, if you a call is two ways. if you can interface that way and control a computer, what makes you think that the computer can't go the other way around and control your ass? Because your brain is nothing but a biomechanical computer, man. It's the same, it works in the same way that a carnal computer does. With electronic signals, man. Your brain is full of wires, man. Made of fat that send electronic symbols. A nerve is a wire, man, that just sends an electronic signal from one end of the wire to another. Which
Data
carries
is carried.
information.
Yep, that's right.
It's just carrying data, man. Your body is a system. You touch something, touches your hand, and it causes an electric impulse to go off in the end of that nerve that goes all the way to your brain, and your brain processes that information. CPU processes that information, and then tells you, gives you an outcome. The same thing on your computer. When your computer is overheating,
Error messages come up.
There's a wire attached to a damn heat sensor, and the heat sensor sends that information to your CPU. Your CPU processes that using the programs, and then that program comes out with a response which tells you, oh, the computer's overheating, you got to turn it off. That's what Esau ain't making nothing new, man. Esau's technology is nothing new. The Most High already made a computer. The people are all making Esau look. First of all, the computer was invented by the so-called black man, by the way. Let's just add that. But Esau's using this technology and making it look like he's some big man, when the Most High already gave you a computer up here that you can do calculations on, that you can compute, and it runs off heat. Just where you touch a computer is hot, you touch your head is hot because it's on. You know what I'm saying? And you got different brain waves and all that, megahertz, and that's why they can attach things to your brain and measure the frequencies and the waves that are coming out your brain. The same thing that you get in a computer. When you got a CPU, it runs off what? Megahertz. Hey, so does your damn brain.
So a computer in reality is inferior, man.
It really is.
You know, because you can do everything that a computer can do. Because you had that same Negro had to make that computer, man.
That's right.
So you had to make the equations and that for it to operate how it operates.
No, the Most High made everything. The Most High made, He made the greatest. Okay.
It's like our eyes.
Our eyes is the greatest camera, man.
People talk about high definition and shit. That's inferior, man. There's nothing better than being out if you got 20/20 vision. There's nothing better than seeing something for your own eyes. And they always say that. You know? Just things like that. Your heart is a perfect engine.
Pump.
Yeah.
The greatest pump. There's no pump. There's no pump
like the heart.
that can operate like the heart does, man. The heart don't stop, man. It's consistent. Like, to the most part. You know what I mean? Like, it's consistent until it starts pumping. Basically, it is consistent.
Laws of thermodynamics.
Your heart pumps from when you was in your mother's womb until when you go down into the grave, man. Like, you're dead. That's the only time your heart stops, and it's growing at the same time. That's amazing, man. Your nose, but our nose ain't even the best nose. You got a dog or something like that, man. Their nose is on a different level, because the Most High made other animals too. You look at the bird, man. The bird is the perfect flying machine, man. The perfect flying machine. You're talking about birds naturally have hollow bones, man. Their bones are hollow. Their capacity of their lungs is way above our capacity, man. Because they gotta constantly be getting in that oxygen, because it's hard work. The bigger the more, depending on the type of flight the bird does. You got certain birds that don't use that much energy when they fly, because you know they're gliders, man.
But things like the hummingbird.
Like the hummingbird, they gotta work that hard, man. But guess what, man? Esau, a plane is basic compared to a bird, man. That feather structure and all that. A tuna, they got that program, Wild Tuna. You got them man hunting them big bluefin tunas, man. Them bluefin tunas can be as bigger than you. Do you know that the bluefin tuna is fucking totally aerodynamic, man? It's the same shape as a raindrop falling through the sky, man. It's Totally designed for speed. Totally 100% designed for speed, man. The fins actually go flat back. The eyes are smoothed over. No, there is not one rough part of that fish, man. Totally designed for speed, man. It's one of the fastest fishes in the sea, man. Esau makes a car and all that. Esau had to copy the thermodynamic design of nature and put it onto the car because it's already been done. That's the glory of the Heavenly Father. You ain't gonna outdo the Most High, man.
Same as when they made the airplane, man. They had to study birds, man.
To study the bird, the wing.
How they're able to operate.
No, that should make Esau. That should make you think about something, man. You coming out with this Johnny come late technology when the Most High had already done made
Established everything.
bio technology, man. You gotta understand, we started off as little babies, man, and ended up into grown men, man. And ain't no one had to come and put no new parts in us. And okay, we need to put a bigger leg on you now. No, your leg just grew, and it worked all the time. There was never a day where your leg didn't work because it's growing. You know what I mean? You was always growing, and it still worked, man. And that's an amazing thing. When you're talking about your brain is controlling all the different systems. It's called the homeostasis, man. Homeostatic systems, controlling the salinity of your water, controlling the blood sugar level, controlling your temperature. Just one of those systems alone is, come on, man, way complicated. And your brain is doing all of that and you're not even thinking about it, man. Your brain is controlling your blood sugar level without you even thinking about it. It's happening automatically. Constantly testing different areas of your body, what the blood sugar level is, and adapting it, man.
Background programs, man.
Background, yeah, working in the background. Yeah, your cerebellum and that, man. Most I already done created the greatest computer. That's why our brothers back in Mexico and all that back in time were doing major algebraic equations and they never had no computers. Yeah, they had a computer. It's this. But what Esau does, man, Esau dumbs you down, man, where you're on no level, man. You don't practice to use your brain. We ain't using our brain to the full capacity that it should be used at, man. Our brains are on a low level right now.
But at the same time, he tells you that civilization, his civilization, is getting smarter.
Hey, no,
because of his education, you know, and because of technology, they're getting smarter. But it's the opposite, man. The truth is opposite to that.
All this technology really takes away from us.
Because why do you think they still study books from back in the ancient days, man? Because they look for knowledge. It's not because they gained it themselves. They have to look back for knowledge, man. Because the men of old were more intelligent than us, man. You know. That's why they read Plato and all those kind of books there, man.
These people nowadays are degenerate, man. They don't know how to use their brain, man. They couldn't add 3 times 3 times 3, man. They'll be struggling, man, for about 2 days, man. They gotta get a calculator out, man. They don't know how to work out what 10% off of 40 pound is, man. And that's a sad state of affairs, man. That if you can't work out what 10% off 40 pound is, then you